Hey everybody, we're back at d.Stevens, and I'm actually coming back because I've got a client concept and design that I need to put together. So we're going to take you along as we pick out some really great ribbons, and it's completely off the beaten path. We're going to go into the black themes. So I think that's going to be really cool to see as we think about doing something different for Christmas. But again, d.Stevens ribbon, always fantastic. Their velvet line can't be beat. The wiring in the ribbon is phenomenal. If you want to elevate your tree, your wreath, your garland, ribbon is the way to do it. So come along, we're going to take you through, again, a few of the trends, but also want you to kind of see the selection process that we go through as we put together a really cool design. Happy decorating. All right, everyone, so I want to introduce you to Randy. Randy has been my rep with d.Stevens for a long time, feels like at least 5 years. And so I thought it would be good. You're hearing me all the time talk about, why I think this ribbon is so wonderful and what it does to a design project. But Randy, you've been in the business for a long time. Like, ribbon has kind of been your career, right?
It's been in my world for quite some time.
So I think it would be good, just help people understand a little bit about, why good ribbon and
can elevate. It's an investment. It is, quality ribbon is something that you strive for. You were talking about our velvets, the different wire and the colors and the textures and everything. And, your ribbon can elevate your family heirloom ornaments to another level. And we try to offer that, different textures and styles and sizes. And love, hate, I've heard definitely people talk about our wire and our ribbon. What scissors do you use? I wasn't even thinking. It's disposable. Yeah. We just throw them away and keep going. It's the season, but you want that wire. You want that to hold that wonderful ribbon in place. And different textures and different sizes. That is probably one thing that I'm constantly saying. They're like, okay, well, what's the magic number of ribbon one on a tree? And I was like, I sell ribbon. There is, the more the merrier.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just definitely quality you can see over quantity. That's for sure.
We've talked before. There can be a great tree design, and that's my business. I put together tree designs. But if somebody wants to take a great tree design to amazing, I feel like the one thing to actually help with that is ribbon. You can, and I love stems, and we do a lot of stems, and we do a lot of floral, and we do a lot of ornaments, but ribbon to me is like the thing that is the icing on the cake, if you will. Do you agree?
Yeah, it's like the finishing rug in your room, or the draperies. It's a lot of people will talk about different ribbons that we have, or like upholstery. This reminds me of a house that we were doing. We had this bed, and it's like, it's funny, that's, d.Stevens, Donna will come see a customer and be like, oh my gosh, I love your shirt. Can I take a picture of it? And she'll design a ribbon off, somebody's shirt that walks me out. Yeah. And she's constantly doing, I was like, just go ask them where they got the shirt.
That's fantastic. Well, you can expect that we're going to carry many, many, many SKUs from d.Stevens this year, and you can go online at holiday-bliss.com. We'll have pre-order ready hopefully by March 1st. And as I always say, happy decorating. Thank you very much, Randy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Just ribbon with gold and...
So what's going to be most important to me is going to be anything with a really good, I know all of your ribbons have good wire, but one that's going to really hold the loops and the shape. So
of course, our velvets are going to be amazing. That'll be a great,
that one,
make it pop. Those are always good, and especially even in the 1 inch.
Yeah. So that's really great.
And I have it black and silver, but I don't know if the gold.
I like the backing on this. I like actually, because it's not too hard of a gold. It's just a nice.
Or if you just wanted a plain.
Yeah, for some reason I like the the
with the gold.
metallic
I
backed.
do too.
Because the edge has a little more interest on it, which I think is good.
Otherwise, it just kind of gets lost. It's
Yeah.
not doing-
But I wouldn't mind looking at if you have something in black that has a little bit of sparkle or rhinestone,
Absolutely.
anything like that.
We have a, it's called Ice Velvet.
Oh yeah. Did those come in black too?
Yes.
I didn't know that, okay. Oh yeah, maybe
I
that's
think
what
that-
we should do.
Only because it picks up the light so well.
It really is a nice shimmer, and this is
Isn't
this
that
is really
gorgeous?
nice.
And that's a good one too. This one's more, this one doesn't have a wire.
In two silver, I think.
Yeah.
I like the two-tone on this.
And it has a gold back as well. So it's,
So I think, yeah, and this is, look at how this holds its shape. This is great.
yeah,
You
it
know,
doesn't like a little bling, right?
yeah, this is what we need for sure.
That,
Randy.
This one's a good one, only because it's just a hand.
Got a little bit of, does this come in a different size or is it just the
I think I
4-inch?
just have that. This one I have in different sizes.
I'm not as much of a fan of
It
that.
actually looks different even
Yeah.
on the back. It's interesting.
So let's bring these two over for sure. And then the iced, I think we
You
should
want
bring
the
over.
big as well, or just these?
I think those two, because I might end up doing the bigger one in this.
And then this kind of has like a burnout velvet sheer, but has a great wire in it. I don't know if that
And
design-
anything with black that might have like a pop of burgundy in it at all, or a pop of even
only-
red a little bit.
The only ones that I would have would be this,
Like that,
that's
okay.
embroidered with the berry, or these with the floral and the lime.
Sure. Okay.
I may have a plaid that has a little,
All right.
but I'm worried it would have too many other colors.
Other colors. Okay.
But let me look.
And I am gonna snag these because I have one client who loves the bees. So
This
I
is
might-
This is really cool.
let's take that over too. That looks pretty neat. Yeah.
And then this is another, Christmas.
It's pretty.
Yeah, this one's
That's beautiful. And I mean, but look at this with this. It's nice. I mean, if to pull in that,
this too.
look at that. That's gonna, because it's almost got a little bit of that black undertone in
It's
it.
that dark burgundy kind of
Yeah.
blue on the other side. Yeah, it's pretty.
So, and then you said there might be a plaid that would have a couple of the colors. We can just look at them. Maybe they're,
I'm worried it has too much.
yeah. It's like we're getting. You're pulling into like the whole tartan now versus. Oh, that's
And
interesting.
it has a little bit of red in it. It's almost kind of like a Burberry. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. I wish this gold wasn't quite
Wasn't-
so hard. It's like a harder gold versus that softer gold. Yeah, I don't think that's right for what
Sorry,
I got
there's
going.
always some kind of construction
That's
going
fine.
on all the time.
It's just part of it.
Usually it's above my head, and
Yeah.
people are like, "What is that?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, they're grinding the floors." They're like, "Do you worry anything's gonna come through?" I was like, "No, it's a lot of concrete."
Yeah, no, we'll be all right.
But that one's pretty. But
Yeah.
yeah, I know. What
I
you
think
mean.
the gold is wrong. I'm gonna
And
just.
that's probably got too much red.
Well, I think we've got some. I mean, these are some good options. That's too much green.
This is probably just too like,
It's a little.
tall,
It's a little.
masculine.
It's a little too maybe natural for what we've got going on this thing.
This one's pretty cool.
That is pretty with the. Yeah, look at that.
Feathers.
That's neat.
Interesting texture.
Yeah.
And of course I have, but this is casual. I have
Yeah,
black.
more casual. That's the right word for it. Okay, let's go over and just kind of see what we got here. It's not too hard.
Right.
Like it's almost platinum versus
And I have
gold.
This one is platinum, but I have it in gold.
No,
Gold on
this
gold,
is
if
really
that's a
pretty.
word.
Look at this. And look at it with,
Yeah.
look at how it's pulling this
Well,
together.
it makes you really notice the silver
Wow.
sparkle in that.
That's really a fantastic combination.
Yeah, that's really great.
Look at this. And the sparkle on it. And then you start pulling in like just a little bit of burgundy, because that's what we're going to be doing in this project. I mean, look at how pretty that's going to be.
And we have several of them that we, like she did a whole tree, and it took me forever to find the ribbon. It's because she flipped the ribbon backwards and made it, and it was just because it was really cool.
Like this, you mean, like so this instead
Yeah.
of this, with one ribbon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But this, that's
one's-
amazing.
That is pretty.
Yeah.
And it brings in that platinum that you were looking for.
And that
too.
is what we need. Yeah. Like I like this, but I almost feel like this is too brassy, to that harder gold
Yeah.
versus this to me, because the
needed
black is dark, this I think lightens it up a little bit.
And I'll leave these just so
Yeah.
there's
Other
three
sizes,
other
yeah.
sizes. But this one's heavy, and this one's probably too heavy too, because it has that.
Little bit, I think.
Bronze.
Yep.
And then that's the small one.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I'm
Let
just
me get you some more champagne.
okay. If we could find a cool something in a 1 inch, I think would.
Okay. It's like.
Yeah, or even just a neat, interesting, like something that is going to stand out, that would be a conversation piece as people are looking at these trees.
Yeah, that's a great one.
I mean, let me just see what this looks like with it. For champagne, now you're pulling in a little bit of the gold on that edge. This is
And it's just enough gold that it's
amazing.
not harsh.
And you could even do,
The ice velvets with it.
whoops, I don't want this to fall. I mean, if you wanted to just play around with ribbon, right? And
Yeah.
add another,
Well, and just that ice running through that velvet,
it's fantastic. Yeah.
just enough sparkle.
Yeah, I like that. So I just want to step back for a second. We talked a little bit about how we're doing a platinum, a black, and then bringing in just a touch of burgundy for a client. But black is trending. I think we saw more of it in 2025, but as you're walking through showrooms, you're still seeing plenty of black. And I know a lot of people think, man, that's not really a Christmas color, but doing it with accents of red, I've even seen it, with accents of other Christmas colors, whites, really kind of elevate it and make it seem, just as Christmassy, if that's a word, as doing the traditional green, red, gold, those kinds of things. So I think of it a little bit like blue, right? It's something that is different. It's not what everybody does, but that can be a good thing sometimes. So don't be afraid to, kind of go outside of the boundaries of what we think a traditional Christmas color is. I think you'll find that you can have a lot of fun, just playing with color.
Textures, different size ribbons.
So I think we're gonna go hard on ribbon on this design, because I really like these 4, but then I want to make sure we're bringing in the hit of burgundy, wherever that is.
You want more burgundy choices.
I know you do.
I have that you like so much in the black velvet. I also have it in a burgundy velvet.
Yeah, maybe the burgundy with the shimmer is what we need instead of the. I mean, I like this, but maybe we're going. Yeah, wow, that's
There
really
it is.
nice.
Shimmer, but then also with that same edge, have that.
I mean, there it is, right there.
That's pretty.
And I wonder if maybe we do the
1 inch.
1 inch.
Yep.
I like this, but I don't like the red on the side. But look at that.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's why you're the guy.
I like that. Okay, I think we have a plan. So we're gonna do this one in the 4 inch, this one in the 2 1.25, another 4-inch, and then we're gonna bring in a couple 1-inch ribbons, I think is gonna be, so we're gonna do a lot of ribbon on this. But all of these are so magnificent, it's gonna be hard to pick. So you're seeing it here first. Wait till you see it on the tree come November. It's gonna be amazing. I think that's good, don't you? Look at that, that's fantastic.
So those have done very well.
What's the most popular iced one? Is it red, I'm assuming? Or not really? Does this come in iced? No, I don't think the white did.
I don't need the white coming out. This has been pretty popular, and we didn't have the ice velvet when we did this tree.
Yeah.
It came in later, so I mean, obviously you can see that this would have ice, that we have it in the Celadon and the Moody Blue, I think is what they call that. Also very,
Well, they call this platinum. I like the platinum.
yeah, I remember this is Celadon, this one's Celadon, but we also have Moody Blue.
All right, so we'll do this one, and then I think I'll grab. Hey everybody, so I thought it would be kind of fun to just share with you a little bit about why I love d.Stevens ribbon. One of the best ribbons and probably one of our best sellers is their velvet line. And a couple of things that really stands out about their velvet line. One, it comes in many different colors. So if you're looking for blue, they have blue. If you're looking for black, they have black. Hands down, our most popular seller is the winter white. And we sell this in the 4-inch and in the 2.5-inch and in the 1-inch. But here's why it's so wonderful. Biggest reason is how well done the wiring is. So when you make an actual loop, that loop is staying in place. That you can manipulate this, you can bend it, you can move the tails are gonna stay exactly where you put them. And so you can just see white is such a classic, it lightens up a design. It provides just a little bit of extra dimension in a tree that maybe is getting too one-sided in the color. So if you stand back and you're like, man, I see a lot of red, bringing white in just really breaks that up. The other reason I love the ribbon is that it's backed, and you can get this in several different colors. One, you can get it in the light gold, which is hands down the most popular. It comes in silver if you're moving into more of that silver theme. And then it also comes in the self-backed version of itself, which is white here and then white on the back. Again, the light gold is the one that we sell the most of. It just works well with so many different projects. And then the other reason that their velvet line is so great is that they've actually put a twist on it for 2026. And they've now done something where they're calling it the Velvet Iced line. And I think you should be able to see it. Brogan will probably be able to pick it up on video. But look at how the velvet is exactly the same as the one I showed you previously, but they've added an icing on it. And when you get that in a tree with the lights, look at how that shimmers. And so you can count on the fact that we're gonna be stocking a lot of the different velvet ribbons, and we'll do some of the traditional because this is just one that everyone loves, but we're definitely gonna play with bringing in more of this ice line as well, because I think we're gonna see that really take off, and the dimension and the shimmer that this provides in a design project is absolutely stunning. Happy decorating. Talked a lot about d.Stevens velvet ribbon, and it is hands down the best ribbon in terms of being able to hold its shape, being able to work with it, etc. But we're gonna see burgundy continue to, I would say continue, but I think really it's making a comeback. So maybe continue is the wrong word. We're seeing burgundy everywhere, and burgundy in velvet is even bigger. So look at how rich this is going to look. Pair it with the dark green, pair it with the gold, and then pair it with a different sheen. I talk a lot about finishes. So just because you have a velvet here doesn't mean that you have to continue the velvet texture. Look at this beautiful taffeta. So this has got burgundy on this side and a rich matte gold on the other side. You can see in the tree they've actually used the gold side of it. But if you look at the other side, you've got the burgundy that kind of comes through. So we will continue to see, as we go through the showrooms, a lot of the burgundy, the dark green, and then pairing that with either a gold or a champagne and even some silver. So I think you're going to start seeing burgundy with a light platinum to silver really start to make its debut as well. So holiday-bliss.com, and as always, happy decorating.